How concerned are you about income inequality? Do you think raising the minimum wage is a good idea? And do you think these efforts might meaningfully affect the profitability of corporate America?
I think income inequality is, I think, it's extraordinary in the United States to see how far we've gone. Well, just go back to my own case. Since I was born in 1930, the average GDP per capita in the United States has gone up 6 for 1. Now, my parents thought they were living in a reasonably decent economy in 1930, and here their son has lived to where the average is 6 times what it was then. And if you'd asked them at that time, and they'd known that fact, that it would go from $8,000 or $9,000 in today's terms to $54,000, they would have said, well, everybody in America is going to be enjoying a terrific life, and clearly they're not. So I think it is a huge factor. There are a million causes for it, and I don't pretend to know all the answers in terms of working towards solutions, but I do think that everybody that is willing to work should have a reasonably decent livelihood in a country like the United States. And how that is best achieved, I'm actually going to write something on it pretty soon. I have nothing against raising the minimum wage, but to raise it to a level sufficient to really change things very much, I think would cost a whole lot of jobs. I mean, there are such things as supply and demand curves, and if you were to move it up dramatically, I think you would. It's a form of price fixing. I think you would change the opportunities available for people very dramatically. So I'm a much more of a believer in reforming and enlarging the earned income tax credit, which rewards people that work, but also takes care of those whose skills don't fit well into a market system. So I think you put your finger on a very big problem. I don't have anything against raising the minimum wage, because, but I don't think you can do it in a significant enough way without creating a lot of distortions. Whereas I do think the earned income tax credit makes a lot of sense, and I think it can be improved. There's a lot of fraud in it. It pays out this lump sum, so you get into these payday type loans against it. I mean, there's a lot of improvements can be made in it, but I think the answer lies more in that particular policy than the minimum wage. And like you said, I think I'm going to write something on it pretty soon. And if there's anybody I haven't made mad yet, I'll take care of it on the next one. Charlie?
Well, you've just heard a Democrat speaking, and here's a Republican that says I agree with him. I think if you raise the minimum wage a lot, it would be massively stupid and hurt the poor. And I think it would help the poor to make the earned income credit bigger. Yeah.